Hi, my name is Chris Pilato. I'm the Executive Director at the Valley Shore YMCA. This is week 5, and our theme this week is Serve. Very fortunate today to have Amy Hollis, who's the Executive Director of the Shoreline Soup Kitchens and Pantries, as my guest to talk a little bit about her story of service growing up and the impact it's had on her life, the role that volunteers play in her organization and the great work they do at the Shoreline Soup Kitchens and Pantries, and also to talk to you a little bit about one of our challenges this week for Serve to help support the work that the food pantry does. So thank you, Amy, for joining me.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me and for all the efforts that you put forth.
I'd love to talk to you a little bit about, what are your personal earliest memories of volunteering and how has it impacted your life and made you who you are?
I remember just being raised in a family where service was just part of who we were. Helping was just part of life. That's how you were involved in your community, your faith community. And I came across this picture from when I was little, probably 5 years old, and Sunday school had raised money to donate a goat to Heifer Project. And we actually got the goat and we drove it up to Washington State. I grew up in Oregon, and we donated it. And it was this exciting thing. The goat's name was Daisy. We made her a big sign. We had like a party.
Talk a little bit about the impact that volunteers have on your organization.
Generally, we have over 900 active volunteers. And you can imagine this year we had fewer volunteers just for social distancing, and yet it's the backbone of what we're able to do. We cannot do what we do without the volunteer efforts. It's, 1.3 million pounds of food has been shared this year. And certainly that's not one or two people that has been able to share 1.3 million pounds of food. That takes hundreds and hundreds of people hour every week to make sure that food gets in the hands of individuals and families who need that. So we can't do this without our volunteers, without our host sites, without the community effort.
Like, what did they tell you they get out of it?
Every story is different of why somebody's volunteering, whether it's a opportunity to give back. A lot of people might be volunteering for reasons that we will never know. Some have been helped in their past experience. Some of us are continuing to be helped in the process. I think many times as volunteers, when my own volunteering efforts, I get as much out of it as I'm sure that I give. It's just interesting how many ways there are to get involved, whether it's a soup kitchen, a pantry, a school. It's just ongoing, the number of ways that we can engage.
There are so many opportunities. At the Y we have board members and volunteers for our swim programs and our triathlon club and our Parkinson's program and all these different ways that people can kind of connect with the things that they want to do. And so if you're listening to this video, you get the sense, right, that we really think volunteering is important. This is your week during Serve Week to think about how you can help. One of our focus areas at the Y is social responsibility. And part of that, one of our favorite efforts has been our Partner to Grow community garden that we've referenced a number of times. Over the past 7 years, we've relied on thousands upon thousands of hours of volunteer service to maintain the garden, deliver the food to Shoreline Soup Kitchens and Pantries, the location at St. Mark's in particular. And we've raised or delivered more than 15,000 pounds of produce. And we thought that during Serve Week, we would continue to make an effort to support the Shoreline Soup Kitchens and Pantries and the work that you do. And so we are doing a food drive or a can drive from now until the end of the month. And so I would love for you to just kind of share a little bit about what the pantry needs right now.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the effort. The gardens are so important, providing fresh produce at all of our sites through the summer. We're coming to the end of the growing season, but it is such an asset, such a blessing in the lives of those individuals. So thank you for motivating us to all get involved. So I always tell people what's most important for our pantries to donate are the items that you might have in your own pantries, right? In your own cupboard. Your shelf-stable food, whether sources of protein, whether it be peanut butter or tuna fish, hearty soups, canned vegetables, canned fruits, grains, cereals. Those are items that everyone needs. It's not something special. It's our basic items are what we're looking for and what we try to share with our guests. So it's great to see the work that is happening collectively in our communities because we are very much stronger together in these different networks. So I'm grateful for all the work that the Y does and the fabric that is stronger.
Agreed.
because of your effort. So thank you.
Amy, I understand you are also a strong participant. So how's that going for you?
It's going very well. I get on my indoor bike every day for about 42 minutes, and you set your goals, and I'm very goal oriented, so I have the chart that you gave us. So I have my own chart as well that has the goal to get to 1,000 miles by the end of the year, and just
good luck.
Yeah, so I'm on track. I'm ahead of the game.
For all of our strong participants, thank you so much for watching our video, and please consider coming by this week and dropping off food either in the front lobby or in our contactless drop off outside the Y. And you can drop off whatever goods you want, and then we'll bring them in every day, and then at the end of the month we'll deliver them over to the food pantry. So thank you to you, Amy, and thank you everybody else. Have a great day.